Hey team, it was requested that I share how I do the multiple Facebook stories and Instagram stories. So I thought I'd hop on here really fast just to share with you exactly how to go ahead and do that. First of all, I start my stories on Instagram. And as you can see here, just click on the Instagram app.
Getting my
Pulled up some stories already here. And when I first got started, you need to set up your account to help you out a little bit. So down in the bottom right hand corner, click on your personal profile. And then right next to the edit profile button on the right is a little settings wheel. You want to push the settings wheel and scroll down to story settings. And in here, you're going to want to make sure you have a few things turned on. So you want to make sure that everyone's allowed to reply to your messages, allow messages replies, allow story sharing. That's up to you, whether or not you want people to be able to share your stories as messages with other people. That way they can share your content. And I have my shared photos saved. So I have this turned on because anytime I take a picture or take a little quick video using the Instagram camera and I post it to my stories, it will automatically save to my camera roll. And I like that because I can use it on other platforms. And then finally at the bottom, you can opt to share your story to Facebook, meaning that it'll automatically post photos and videos from your story to your Facebook story. So I'm going to turn that on, okay? So I have all those things set. I'm going to go ahead and back to my Instagram homepage. And up here at the top left-hand corner is the camera. Hey, good morning. So what you could do is the Instagram stories and the Facebook stories are all a way for you to just share snippets of your day. And it's a great way for people to get to know your personality, the things that you're doing throughout the day. They can hear your voice and your personality. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. You have to just keep in mind that they're meant to be quick little snippets, that you don't have to be doing anything terribly long. But for me, I'm going to take a picture here for you, and I'm going to go ahead on the bottom right here. I'm going to put a filter on. You can do anything you want. It's looking for me. Oh, see, I could be a koala, but I'm guilty of using this final beautification app. Just kind of lightens things up just a little bit. So once you have your picture ready, you could just take a picture. All right, so silly, right? And what you can do from there is simply a couple things. You can edit your picture in the top right-hand corner. You can click on the add or the text being silly. You can choose a color to change it to be any color that you want. If you click the top text button there, it'll invert it so that the background of the text is the color that you choose. Okay, you can click the little icon up here at the top to add a hashtag. You can do any of these stickers that you want to add on to your picture anywhere. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, if it's anything that you don't like, you can put your finger on it and drag it down to where the trash can appears, and it will take it away. And then finally, if you're interested or ready, let's see here, this little marker point up here between the sticker and the text allows you a couple things. You can actually write on the picture, so you can see, you can write with your finger. If you don't like that, click the undo, and it'll undo every single piece by bit as you added it. You can click the fatter marker option. I like the highlighter, which kind of gives it this glow, and you can add it different colors, or you can actually do an eraser on there. Okay, so you can add your own text however you want to do it. And when you're done doing whatever you want to do, okay, you can either on the bottom left save it to your camera roll and not post it yet to your story, or you can go ahead and click it onto your story. Okay, and the thing with this is that I'm going to discard it because I don't want this picture on my Instagram stories. But the thing is that you can continually add these all day long. And I think the question was, how do you get so many stories on there? Is that you can just simply take these pictures and these videos, these quick videos. If I want a video on the bottom here, look, you can go live on Instagram, normal, a quick, oh, beautification, a quick click on the button here, we'll take a picture, but if you hold it down, it will take a 15-second video. Boomerang is when you take a picture and it kind of makes it go back and forth repeatedly. I recommend that you start doing the motion that you want to do before you hit the boomerang, because that way, here, I'll show you. If I bop my head and I click it, it just works out a little better if you're already in the motion that you're trying to do. The rewind is a new thing. If you have the latest Instagram update, it just plays the video backwards. So see if I can do that for you. It's hard to tell. It just rewinds it instead of playing it forward. And then finally, the hands-free mode. If you're wanting to do like a workout picture, or if you're wanting to kind of stand back a little bit and talk to your audience, you can just click this once and then let it go. But if you're wanting it so that you're not like up in the camera and stepping back, what you can do is that you can first hold the button down and it'll give you a countdown where you can step back and get ready to record, and you're ready to go. You can record another 15-second video, and then once it's done, you can see the timer going around there. As soon as it gets back up to the top, that's your 15 seconds of fame. You can edit it, you can add to it, you can kill the sound on it. If it's something that is just a video that you don't necessarily need the noise or background in, and you're ready to go. You can record another 15-second video, and then once I'm going to cut the sound, you can add the text to it, anything that you need to right there, okay? And then add it to your story. So that's the Instagram round of things. On Facebook, if you are strictly Facebook, you can still do stories alone here by this little arrow up at the top, this little paper airplane looking thing. Click on that, and at the bottom it says send photo or video. So a couple things you can do here, and you can do this on Instagram too, I forgot to tell you that anything that you post on your stories has to be a picture or video taken within the last 24 hours. So that's it. So on the bottom right-hand corner here, this is actually going to look at my camera roll, and I can recall things to share. So I can look here at the bottom. These are all the videos and pictures I've done in the last 24 hours, and you can see it kind of stops. It doesn't allow you to go any further than that. Okay. So I can just click this, and here on Facebook, I can do special effects on the bottom left, and I can change the filter. I can add some flowers to it or some dots, all kinds of different things. Okay, and then again, I can either save it to camera roll or I can add it to the story. And you can do this over and over again. You don't have to just do one and done, as you just keep going back up to that arrow. Let's do this here. I will simply post this. I kind of like that little polka dot thing, so I'm going to go back and put that on here. All right, and I'm going to add a story right away. The other thing you can do is when you take a picture, you guys see that my behind the scenes selfie stuff, ready? Okay, so you can add it right to story, or if you push the arrow on the bottom right, it gives you an option where you can choose to add it to your story, and you can send it to a specific friend if you want to. Okay, so that's the option as well. But I normally just click this little plus sign here at the bottom, your story, to add it to your story right away. Pretty simple. Okay, the other thing that you can do is you can actually do things in sequence, and where you are trying to create a story that you can just, bit by bit, 15-second by 15-second clip doing videos, you can feed the story through a little bit. It's a little trickier, and I think it's a little bit of an art that I have not mastered yet, but you can build the story along. And if you follow some other coaches and other people on social media, especially on Instagram, you'll see they have mastered the stories where they're keeping lists of names of people in their challenge groups and they're adding to them every day, and they just screenshot it from the notes of their phone and kind of jazz it up a little bit with some of the stickers and text and add it in there so people can kind of watch them. They do a blank screenshot and just put words or text on it that kind of gives an introduction to what the next story or the next picture is going to be, to kind of break up the flow of your stories a little bit and kind of help create this, this just more organized storyline. So there's lots of things you can do with it, lots of trainings out there. I hope this is helpful to you, just to kind of show the basics of how to post to your stories for Instagram and Facebook, and how you can, in one shot on Instagram, post your stories and actually have it carry through to 2 social media platforms. So that's kind of handy, and it's a time saver. One other tip that I want to share with you really fast is that it was mentioned at a retreat that we were at that someone was like, well, this makes you feel like you're going to be on your phone all day long, which it can be. I mean, if you just want to do a quick picture, it doesn't have to take very long, or even a quick little video of something funny that's going on. Like stuff about my kids gets a lot of traction. My son is 2 and loves his little balance bike. That gets a lot of traction and a lot of audience and comments and stuff. So that just takes a few seconds to take video of him doing his bike, putting some clever hashtag sticker on it, and just posting it to stories. Bam, and done. But someone also shared that what she actually does is that she just takes pictures throughout the day, and at the end of the day, she posts everything all at once in her stories, because the stories will stay on there for 24 hours. So no matter when they come on and check your stories out, they're going to see a feed of stories, whether it was from yesterday or today. So it doesn't have to necessarily all be posted throughout the day. It could be posted at the same time once a day, and it would be hanging out there for 24 hours. So that's just another time-saving tip that might be helpful to you. So I hope that this little training was helpful for you. I hope that it encourages you to try some of these Instagram and Facebook stories, and they're fun. And it just allows you to kind of play a little bit and just kind of share with your audience a little bit more about yourself, what life is really like for you. It's not these polished, beautiful pictures like Instagram has, or these well thought out written posts that we do on Facebook. It's just these quick, messy, raw, and real glimpses into what our life is like. And they're a lot of fun to watch. So I hope you guys have some fun. I will talk to you soon.